today. Second day of the new week of Reverent Readings. It's great to be back. Looking forward to this episode. Sorry if I'm looking around. It's because I've got a lot of things I'm looking at right now. Just checking on things, making sure this stream is going smoothly as we get started here. So yes, if this is your first time to Reverent Readings, welcome. Reverent Readings is where I read devotionals every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. And yeah, basically I just read a devotional and I like to share my thoughts on it afterwards. And I encourage anybody else that's watching to share your thoughts with me. I would love to know what you guys think. Let me just get started by saying that this series is sponsored by Amazon Prime. You can get your free trial of Amazon Prime by clicking on the link in the description. That is a special link, and by clicking on that, you are supporting this channel, and you also get a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime, which is really great. And no questions asked. If you love it, great. If you don't, you just cancel it, and that's it. But by signing up, you get benefits of getting free 2-day shipping on all Prime items, and you get unlimited access to the Prime movies and music and books and so many other benefits. So please check it out. And I get the support from you guys by clicking on it, or by signing up. So please check it out. If you don't have Amazon Prime, sign up. What have you got to lose? So check it out. I think you guys would love Amazon Prime. I'm just checking things right now, sorry. So, I'm sorry, I was just looking at something and I have to regroup. Oh yes, please stay tuned watching after the episode, or after the reading. The episode isn't completely finished after the reading. Please stay tuned. I always share my thoughts of the reading afterwards, but I would really love to know what your guys' thoughts are. There is a chat box on the right-hand side of your screen that you can chat with me anytime during this live stream, and if you want to say something during the reading, I will see it after I'm done reading, or after the reading as I'm sharing my thoughts, or you want to share something anytime. You want to say something, you want to ask a question, share your thoughts on something I said, please feel free to do it in the chat box and we can discuss it. That is pretty much what I'm hoping will happen with this. I don't have very many people watching right at this moment, but just one person, we can have a conversation. But my goal for this series is that lots of people will start watching, and we can have really good discussions on good wholesome topics here every night. Or if you're just coming here, you're laying in bed right now and you wanted to watch, then that is great. Welcome. If you're watching this archived, not live, then I still would love to know what you guys think. Comment down below. You can also find me on Facebook at Facebook. My Facebook page is The Well-Rounded Girl. You can find me there. You can talk with me there. I post updates about this series, and just like if I happen to not be able to do it one day, like last week I got sick and I wasn't able to do it, I post that on there, just updates so you guys know. I also have a blog. The link is in the description. Check out the blog. I actually had the blog before the YouTube channel, so I've posted stuff on there. I haven't posted much lately because I've been doing the YouTube channel, but I post updates on there too. Yeah, so that's about it. And remember, this series is sponsored by Amazon Prime. Click the link in the description. Get your free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. It's great, you'll love it, and you support this channel by signing up, so please check it out. And we'll go ahead and get started with the reading. Today's reading is called Calloused, Cracked, and Bleeding. And the verse is, "This people's heart has become calloused. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them." Matthew 13:15. And for those of you who have not watched before, the book I am reading from is called Horse Tales from Heaven by Rebecca Ondov. It's a great devotional. Lodgepole pine trees blanketed the rolling mountains. The dusty trail wound through gullies, across hillsides, and through corridors of pines. The morning breeze whispered through the pine needles, carrying a hint of fresh snow from the high country. Today the horse I was riding was green, which means inexperienced. I was pulling a string of 9 mules loaded with hay to Montier Creek Camp. After riding the 14 miles to camp, I would drop the hay off, turn around, and ride the 14 miles back to the trailhead. Amarillo, my copper-colored gelding, jerked his head sideways, pulling loose a couple inches of rein. He lurched forward, quickening his step. But the mule behind me, whose lead rope I held in my right hand, kept walking at the same pace. In 2 steps, my right arm was almost jerked out of its socket. I was stretched between my horse and the mule. I didn't dare let go of the lead rope, because the mules might take off, or get wound up and have a wreck. My left hand scrambled for the reins. I drew back on them, saying, "Slow down, boy." Amarillo arched his neck and pranced sideways. "Stop it," I growled. The muscles in my outstretched arm screamed. I tugged the reins until my horse stopped. Pulling on the lead rope, I reeled in the mule. I wish sunrise. Tears welled in the corner of my eyes. I corralled my emotions and herded my thoughts another direction. I glanced at my hand holding the lead rope. Blood dripped from my knuckles. At the beginning of every season, the skin on my hands forms new calluses. The spring wind and rain chaps them, so when I bump them or apply a lot of pressure, like hauling on a lead rope, the skin cracks and bleeds. I winced as I wiped away the blood. I need to smear them with Cornhusker's lotion tonight. This lotion is unique and wonderful. Most of us on the ranch use it. Other lotions soften hands by removing the calluses, so our hands would be painful as the calluses were built up again. Then they would get chapped and break open and bleed, and we'd apply lotion, and it would begin again. But Cornhuskers didn't remove calluses. Instead, it was like a salve that made them pliable so they wouldn't crack and bleed. Gently, I squeezed my legs and urged Amarillo to take a baby step. Once again, he lurched forward. "Slow down, Amarillo." I tugged him to a stop and reeled in the mule again. Why did I choose to ride you? At this pace, we'll never get to camp. If I were riding sunrise. My heart shattered with the memory. I'd put a solid season of training into Sunrise, a beautiful cream-colored Palomino mare. By late fall last year, she'd become a great horse for pulling a string of pack mules. As soon as she felt any pressure from the lead mule, or felt the lead rope pressure through me, she'd ease her pace. She also knew how to slow down when we rode switchbacks. She'd become more than just a pleasure to ride. She was my partner. Her favorite thing was the extra peanut butter sandwich I packed in the saddlebags for her lunch. My heart ached as I remembered bringing the herd home a month and a half ago from the winter pasture. She'd looked fat and sassy when she walked out of the stock truck and down the ramp. As the herd streamed onto the summer pasture, Sunrise ran along, kicking and bucking in high spirits as she joined them. That night at 10:30, the phone blared. It was a rancher who lived on the back side of the pasture. We were on our way home, and one of your horses wouldn't get off the road. We slowed down. We couldn't figure out why it wouldn't move out of the headlights. When we got closer, we saw that it couldn't move. It had a broken leg. I think it got caught in the cattle guard. I'm sorry. With a hollow thud, I set down the phone, hoping it wasn't Sunrise. I woke the boss and told him one of the horses had a broken leg. He grabbed his .41 Ruger pistol and met me at the pickup. The headlights eerily cut through the black night as we bounced down the dirt road through the pasture. Soon we saw the outline of a horse. When the horse recognized the sound of the truck, it whinnied and hobbled on 3 legs toward us. Its broken leg swung like a rope because it was shattered into so many pieces. Then the headlights glinted off the cream-colored coat. I squeezed my eyes closed. Sunrise. We drove alongside her. I knew there was nothing that could be done. There wasn't anything left of the bone in her lower leg. I've got to be strong. I bit my lip as I stepped out of the truck. Hi, girl. Sunrise nickered and shook her head as if to say, I'm glad you're here. I'm so scared. She hobbled toward me. The headlights shone on her long black eyelashes that rimmed frightened brown eyes. I wrapped my arms around her neck. I don't want to say goodbye. I love you. I buried my face into her soft fur and cried. Releasing my grip, I stepped back. I held her face between my hands and kissed her forehead. Metal clicked against metal as the boss loaded a bullet into the chamber. I stepped back again. I couldn't turn away. My eyes focused on her. The boss held the pistol to her head. The pistol roared. She fell with a hollow thud. The roar of the shot echoed through my memory. I shook my head and came back to the present. Tears streamed down my face and my nose dripped as I gathered the reins. God, I hurt so badly. I love her so much. I don't ever want to love another horse that much, never again. I pulled a red bandana out of my back pocket and blew my nose. As I folded it, I looked at the deep and bloody cracks on my knuckles. Lord, my knuckles look just like my heart feels. Dried up, calloused, broken, open, and bleeding. Help me heal. Deep within my spirit, I heard, to be healed, you have to love again. With each of Amarillo's footsteps, I swayed in the saddle and sobbed. Lord, I can't. It hurts too much. From my spirit, I heard, love is like a salve. When you allow yourself to love again, the hurt doesn't go away. Instead, the new love keeps the past hurt from breaking open and bleeding. It helps those past hurts fade away. Amarillo jerked his head sideways, trying to pull loose a couple inches of rein. I held them tight and rubbed his neck. No, mister, you're not going to do that again. We're going to work on this thing one day at a time. Over the next year, Amarillo and I worked on becoming partners. We hit a lot of walls, but by the time the leaves turned gold and littered the trail, I enjoyed pulling a mule string from Amarillo's back. I tried feeding him peanut butter sandwiches, but he never liked them. His favorite was leftover pancakes with maple syrup. Lord, give me this courage to love again, even though I've been hurt. Heal my heart so it will quit bleeding. Amen. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, I just got a message from YouTube. I'm sorry if you're experiencing some trouble, it's saying that it's going kind of slow. Yeah. So I'm sorry if you're experiencing some trouble for some reason. It's going kind of slow. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. That was a really good one tonight. If you were not here at the beginning, again, I just encourage you all to stay and chat with me, your thoughts on this. I always share mine at the end, but what I'm really wanting, I'm just kind of buying some time because I really want you guys to share yours with me. I want to know what you guys think, any questions that you have, or any thoughts that you had on the reading tonight topic, anything you would like to share. There is a chat box on the right-hand side of your screen, and you can use that to chat with me. There is a little bit of a delay, so if I'm like don't respond to it right away, it's because there's a delay in what you're seeing and what I'm saying. So yeah. Anyway, so my thoughts on it, and again, I don't want this just to be my thoughts. I want to hear what you guys say. I know there's people watching this, I can see it, so you can't hide from me, but I want to know what you guys think. You know, I really want this to grow into where there's a bunch of people watching this and we can just discuss these topics. So my thoughts on it are that, you know, it's part of life that there's death and we lose people that we are close to, we lose animals that we are close to, and you'd have to learn to love again. You know, definitely love God, that's a big one. If you don't love God, it would be even harder, but, you know, if you lose a pet and you think, you know, I could never love another animal like I loved that pet, if you try, you might find that it's easier than you thought, and it actually makes you feel better because you need love in your life. Without love, you're just you have to have love. Love is what keeps us together, you know. And I know I have a little dog, and I'm always just like scared when we leave her home for a little while, you know. Oh gosh, what if something happens, you know. But and it's the same way if you lose someone you're close to. You know, you have to have the proper time to grieve, but at the same time, you have to move on. Life keeps on going, and you just have to learn to love again. So if there's anything you guys would like to add to this, you can do that in the chat section on the right-hand side of your screen, or you can do it on Facebook. You go on Facebook and go to The Well-Rounded Girl and like my page. That would be awesome. And share. Please tell all your friends about this reading. If you go to my Facebook page, you can find the link. The link is the same for every live stream. So go to that link, share it with your friends, email it to them, text it to them, share it all over Facebook. Just please, I think this is as many people as I've had watching tonight as I have in any other episode, which is great. Thank you all for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed its message. Subscribe to my channel. I post other videos, not as often as I'd like to. I'm hoping to start doing it more, but please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos that I post. Check out my blog. The link is in the description. Like my page on Facebook. On my Facebook page, I just like post updates and stuff about if there's a new post on my blog or what's going on with YouTube videos, you know, if I post a new one, or if I will or won't be doing the Reverent Readings. I try and do it every weekday, or every weeknight. The only time I missed was because I was sick last week, but that was it. So yeah, every weeknight at 9:30, tell all your friends to meet us here, and let's get some good discussions going. I'm not kidding, guys. I really want to know what y'all think. So if you're not watching this live, comment down in the comments section any thoughts that you had, if you liked this episode or whatever. To close it up, this series is sponsored by Amazon Prime. There is a link in the description. You can get a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime, and by signing up, you're supporting this channel. So please check it out. You've got nothing to lose. If you sign up and you love it, that's great. If you sign up, don't love it, you can just cancel it. That's it. But Amazon Prime is great. You get free 2-day shipping on all Prime items. You get unlimited access to the Prime movies, books, and music, and there's so many other benefits. Check it out today. Please support this channel. Sign up for your free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. I think that's about it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful night, and see you all tomorrow night at 9:30. Good night, guys.